Good evening, I'm Camelia and this is KiniNews. The whistleblower who made claims on alleged corruption involving Sabah politicians has unveiled a new video. The video features Deputy Chief Minister Shahelmey Yahya, who also serves as the state's works minister. Let's take a look at a part of the clip.
Dia pakai macam-macam alasan untuk batalkan. Saya dengar di luar orang cakap sebab YB tak declare dengan dia. Saya dengar begitulah Datuk. Saya dengar. Termasuk orang-orang dia lah. Mereka cakap sebab ini YB berapa dia ambil, dia tak bagi tahu sama CN. Datuk ada bagi tahu tak sebenarnya? Dia ada bagi tahu. Saya faham sebab ini rezeki Datuk mah.
Kita kata ini saya minta, orang lain semua sudah minta, saya belum ada. Itu dia saya ingat kocek lah, dia bilang kalau masih ada ini. Itu dia. Okey. Meaning dia tahu lah.
The whistleblower told Malaysiakini that the latest video is an edited version. He also reiterated that he is willing to hand over the full recordings of all 8 videos to the authorities if his request for protection and immunity is granted. Malaysiakini has contacted Shahelmey for comment over the latest video. Meanwhile, Sabah Chief Minister Hajiji Noor had previously denied any wrongdoing and has vowed that his administration would cooperate with MACC if an investigation is launched. To watch the full video, head to Kinitv.com. Next, Zaid Ibrahim has hit out at Faizal Azumu over his comments on the issue. Former Law Minister Zaid Ibrahim has responded to Bersatu Vice President Ahmad Faizal Azumu over his comments on the whistleblower corruption videos. In a post on Facebook, Zaid told Faizal that if we do not worry about corruption, there will be less food on the table. Yesterday, Faizal had urged the public not to give too much attention to the ongoing scandal involving Sabah assembly persons and to leave it to authorities. He said they should focus on more pressing issues, including working towards improving their quality of life and future. In response to this, Zaid said Faizal's statement is alarming and he should be congratulating Malaysiakini for taking the trouble to expose the stories and the whistleblower for taking all the risks to expose corruption. Zaid added that it would be a good idea to leave it to the authorities if MACC showed much interest in investigating. However, Zaid said he understood why Faizal replied in that manner, as Gabungan Rakyat Sabah used to be allied with Bersatu. However, he said it's a wrong response for a national leader to ridicule the value of whistleblowers in dealing with corrupt politicians. Before we move on, in conjunction with Malaysiakini turning 25, from now until the end of this month, you can subscribe or renew your Malaysiakini package with 25% off. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to enjoy this exclusive offer. Back to the whistleblower's revelations. Government spokesperson Ahmad Faizal said Anwar does not need to cut short his overseas trip to respond to the grave claims involving Sabah politicians. This was what he said when asked about it today. Government spokesperson Ahmad Faizal said there is no need for Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim to cut short his overseas trip as he can address domestic issues from anywhere. Fahmi said this in response to a question on whether Anwar should cut short his trip to address the alleged corruption involving Sabah politicians.
Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri akan kembali ke Malaysia insya-Allah Rabu depan. Dan sudah pasti dalam zaman sekarang sekiranya perlu beliau menjawab apa-apa isu ataupun memberi komen, boleh dibuat di mana saja beliau berada. Jadi itu saya lihat tidak ada isu. Ya, dan beliau telah menyatakan bahawa untuk memohon perlindungan secara blanket itu tidak mungkin. Perlu mengikut proses dan berlandaskan undang-undang sedia ada. Dan kita pohon supaya yang ingin pemberi maklumat ini buat laporan dengan pihak SPRM.
Previously, Anwar had indicated that the whistleblower in the alleged Sabah corruption scandal would not be guaranteed protection if they were the bribe giver. He reportedly said that if there is vague information including whether the whistleblower is also involved in corruption, it must be reviewed and investigated, not give them protection immediately. Meanwhile, GRS has questioned why the whistleblower was going to the media instead of directly to the MACC with his videos. They also reiterated that Hajiji had said authorities should investigate and that the state government will give their full cooperation. Gabungan Rakyat Sabah has questioned the motive of a whistleblower disclosing videos alleging state assembly persons of corruption to the media instead of MACC. Its information chief Joniston Bangkwai reportedly told the media yesterday that he believed the purported video recordings were only aimed at destabilizing the state administration. He was quoted as saying by the New Straits Times that it raises questions. He asked if they believe there are wrongdoings. Why go to the media and not directly to the MACC? He added that GRS chairperson and chief minister Hajiji Noor has said the authorities should investigate and that the state governments will give full cooperation. Joniston, who is the Sabah Tourism, Culture and Environment Assistant Minister, added that the state government should not be distracted by the allegations. He also dismissed a notion that GRS would be calling for an early state election due to the scandal. According to the Vibes, Joniston also told the media that GRS is leaving the matter to authorities and would focus on delivering change for the people. A recent study has raised alarm over the stagnant wages in Malaysia. According to the report, Malaysia's average annual salary increase was just 56 ringgit over the past 30 years. A recent study on the average annual salary increase over the past 3 decades has revealed the severity of Malaysia's stagnant income problem. According to Utusan Malaysia, a study by the Khazanah Research Institute found an average annual salary increase of only 56 ringgit in the past 30 years. The study found that 60% of bachelor's degree holders in 2010 earned salaries below 2,000 ringgit. According to the study, 11 years later, the situation remains virtually unchanged, with 59.6% of graduates still earning below 2,000 ringgit. KRI senior researcher Muhammad Amirul Rafiq Abu Rahim reportedly said the numbers showed that the issue of low salaries in the country remains unresolved. He added that this contributes to financial difficulties among the youth, compounded by insufficient savings and the rising cost of living. Utusan also quoted Amirul as saying that student loan debt is now the second highest financial commitment among youths, behind vehicle loans. Among KRI's suggestions to address the issue include more flexible loan repayment methods, such as income contingent loans, where borrowers repay their loans based on their income level. KRI also recommended expanding the National Education Savings Scheme to encourage families to save early for their children's education. Azmin Ali has won in the defamation case by an egg importer. The court ruled that not all the elements to prove a defamation suit were fulfilled in the civil action. The Kuala Lumpur High Court ruled that former International Trade and Industry Minister Azmin Ali had not defamed an egg importer. Judge Leong Wai Hong dismissed a defamation suit against the Selangor assembly person filed by JNE Advanced Tech. The company had sued over the allegation that it obtained a contract via direct negotiation with the government to import eggs from India. The judge ruled that Azmin's statements only referred to businessperson Deepak Jaikishan and did not mention the stated plaintiff of the suit, namely the company. The judge noted that Deepak is not even a shareholder or director in the firm. However, it should be noted that the businessperson's brother, Rajesh Jaikishan, is the company's general manager. After open court proceedings, the company's lawyer told the media they would appeal to the Court of Appeal. JNE Advanced Tech filed the suit in early 2023 over Azmin's speech during a trauma on March 11th of the same year. Through the civil action, the firm was seeking unspecified general, compensatory, aggravated, exemplary damages, and among others, an injunction to prevent Azmin from further defaming it. That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Kim Yahya. Thanks for watching.